episode 2. We got one of my best friends, but also my legitimate family. Yeah. My cousin, Edmundo, a.k.a. Mundi.
You heard?
Move that sucker in front of you, bro.
What's going on?
We're here chilling, dude.
Here it is. Here we are. It's the family hour. And you know, I definitely do think that we may have to extend the hour.
Extend the hour?
Yeah, there's no way we can get everything we got to talk about. Well, you know, for the sake of the title, we're going to keep it the family hour.
No, of course.
You know, me and you, we just go off in conversation. That's going to be...
It's going to happen.
Longer than
I'm legit going to have to be like,
absolutely.
Yo, I'm going to have to cut you off.
Yeah, for sure.
But yo, I'm thinking about making it a thing, because apparently every time we do this, we got to drink.
Yeah, for sure.
Had some on the last podcast. The little trial run I did before, we were drinking and shit. Tonight, we're trying a new whiskey. I've never tried that. What do we got? Monkey Shoulder?
Yeah, never.
Anybody has comments on that, I would appreciate it. Let us know what's up. We're about to try it.
You know, like I said, I believe a lot in presentation. I'm not saying that's the right way to try whiskey.
Right.
But I do believe.
But it helps.
Yeah. It looks cool. It looks, old school. Looks rustic. So let's try it out. Let's see how this thing goes.
Yo, Mundi, put that in front of you. Put it like right under you. Yeah.
Like right here?
Right there.
Boom.
Perfect.
Oh, all right, run it. Right there. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
Yeah, you sound a lot closer and shit.
Yeah. So let's try it out.
Pour that shit up. Perfect.
I want to hear that noise. Yeah, definitely want to hear that noise for sure. Oh, and then we got a little shot glasses here representing hometown, Nicaragua. That's the family. That's the blood. You heard? And then we got some Amsterdam stuff here. Shout out to Amsterdam. So we're being legit here. Also being responsible.
I love that noise too.
Yeah, the noise too. Yeah, little pour up. Oh, and let's get the ginger, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's get the little ginger ale going.
So what's good, bro? What's new? What's going on?
Oh,
going on in the life of Mundi?
Dude, so much is going on, dude. I'm obviously not gonna go with the cheesy New Year, new shit, right. For sure.
But that's okay. I did it. But I say it to myself.
Yeah, but the thing is that I do believe that this year is going to be...
Your year.
No, I wouldn't say... Yeah, for sure. But in the sense of like, it's going to be different, Mm-hmm. So many changes have already happened coming into the new year that right now I'm very focused on just what's going to cause less stress in my life. And then I think in doing so, it is also gonna find me that cheers. Is also gonna find me that place of peace, but also goals. I feel like chasing goals and also finding that peace. With everyday bullshit. Mm-hmm. I feel like this is the year that's gonna happen. I think I took care of all the bullshit that I had before and these past years. That I think now, oh shit.
Nervous?
That we're looking. Yeah, we're gonna get into this conversation. But I do believe that this is gonna be the year to top it off for sure. If not, this is gonna be the year to enter a realm where things are gonna start to begin. This is what
let me ask you, what happened previous years that you didn't feel like that you feel this year is?
Bro, I was just like anybody else in my age. I'm sure you went through it too. People get stagnant. I think that our biggest fear is my biggest fear, I'm sure I can speak for others, is complacency. Mm-hmm. And that is huge because complacency can literally
cripple you.
Not only that, but I feel like if you want a real time machine, be complacent because you'll see 10 years flash like that.
Dude, my 10-year reunion from high school graduation is coming up a couple months.
That's crazy though. But I'm not saying you're being complacent or I don't think that's...
I'm just saying like the time flies.
It can fly. And I'm sure it can fly even more by being complacent. Mm-hmm. So that word, or I guess that verb in itself, is extremely dangerous. And in the past years, I felt like that's happened because we weren't necessarily, like, I would say because I would speak for millennials, I guess, mm-hmm. that we're focused on trying to find our path, or I would say our passion, and that's the biggest thing, right? You could have a line of 100 people and you could ask them, hey, what's your passion?
I don't know.
Yeah. Or if not, I would say maybe like 20% can give you an answer with their passion. I hope so, right? If not even more, more power to them for people wanting to find their passion, because that's difficult. shit, to this day, I know what I'm passionate about, but what I'm passionate about can't necessarily bring me the wealth. Well, I wouldn't say wealth, but the financial freedom that we want to chase, because I don't necessarily want to be the richest guy in the world either. That would be great, you know, but I just want financial freedom. You know, yeah, it wouldn't hurt. Shit, you know? Yeah, let's get on the PJ, right? And private jet where we want to go. You know, that's not a bad lifestyle.
Even though I want to do that at least once in my life.
No, for sure.
I told myself, whether if with friends we split it, I want to fly private at least once.
It's awesome. I didn't even do it with my friends, but I did it with, you know, Peter's family.
Yeah. For your sister's wedding.
Fucking awesome.
I was hating.
It was super fucking fun. I felt executive as fuck. Fucking like, get off me. You know who I am?
Peasant.
Yeah. Hold my bags, bitch. You know, like straight up. It was literally. That's but awesome. Nah, I'm not a dick. See, even then, I think you give me all the money in the world, I'll still be the most humblest guy.
Right. Know? I'm still flying. Not coach, but I can do business. I can do business class.
Fuck yeah, first class. Give me a little leg room. I'll take a little leg room.
Yeah. I'm not even that big. I want the leg room.
Instead of peanuts, you know, fuck it. I'll take the fucking sandwich. Well, shit. Not even fucking American Airlines gives you a fucking free sandwich.
Right.
You know, but anyway. So I think that now it's aside from what's happened before. Now it's chasing what's going to give you that financial freedom, which is what definitely I long for, and then what passion. You know, I need to. Like I said, I know my passion, right? But it's
so. Let me ask you, what is your passion?
Shit, I know that's coming, right?
How much time you got?
Yeah, I definitely set you up for that one, bro. You know, I class myself as a jack of all trades. I like to do a lot of different things, and my passion is definitely outdoor activities.
Okay.
Like I really enjoy like engines a lot. And you know this because we grew up and that's all we
that's all
ATVs, all that dirt, bro. But that is like, it has to be in my blood, bro. I'm a firm believer in it.
And you're like a tinkerer, like
like to do things with my hands.
Right. Yeah, like you'll take something apart, you'll figure out how to put it back.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. I'm very like crafty. Well, crafty in the sense of like that I like working with my hands, but creating something different. You know, as far as creating something with your, I'm not like artistic in that aspect. But I guess you can find art in anything you want, right? You know, you can classify
art is what you make it.
Exactly. It's, I guess it would be as cheesy as this sounds, but as the beholder, right? In the eyes of the beholder. So, but my passion has always been that outdoors activities, just mainly with bikes. Where, you know, I've always wanted. I'll tell you one thing. I've never done it before, but I can assume this would probably be my passion. But I've always wanted to race professionally.
Race what?
Anything.
Anything?
Bikes, cars, planes, boats, jet skis, anything. I've always wanted to race. Always. And not like just like some backyard adrenaline junkie shit, but
like legitimate.
Like I would be
go through the circuit.
Yeah.
Make a name.
Timed laps. You know, like NASCAR. Left turn. You know, like get on the fucking RV. Fuck yeah. You know, like I would do the.
You've never tried going to the track in Homestead?
Bro, there's actually some cool thing that I saw on Instagram the other day. That's like $500. You fucking the shit that I showed you. You get to pick two cars. Either from an R8 or a Skyline, R8, a Lambo, Ferrari, and you do 3 laps each. You know, and I've always wanted to try that because you have a professional driver next to you, an instructor who's giving you the whole way. So I kind of want to see. I'm like, let me see if I can even impress the guy that's teaching me how to drive, because I do feel like I'm above average. Not to sound fucking cocky or anything, but I believe that I have a different.
I can handle this machine.
Or like
I am in control.
Bro, like I have a sense for it for some reason. Like I just know, bro. There's been so many situations that I've had. You know, I've had my motorcycles and even ATVs. I've had so many situations where I feel like I should have been dead, but because I make a split-second decision, I'm fucking alive.
Right.
Like it's really like.
Give me an example.
It's butthole tightening, you know, like of how like crazy these things have happened, you know, like shit, you know, like obviously, you know, it's Miami, you know, everyone's on a fucking ATV or on a dirt bike, and we don't fucking obey the law, right? So, you know, being a fucking knucklehead, fucking juvenile, when we're out on bikes, we're fucking 12 deep, cops are fucking chasing us. And, you know, it's a thrill at that point because you feel like you're not going to get caught at that moment.
Right.
But then when there's like 3 or 4 cop cars literally in front of you, blocking you, it's like, well, shit, that's it. Like, I'm done from here. And then, you know, you see one guy that wants to sideswipe the shit out of you, but then that's when it goes down to the split-second decisions.
Right. Am I slowing down or am I speeding up?
Well, that's the thing. Your brakes are not going to do enough. So you have to think clearly. What do I do now? Boom, hold clutch, shift down, all the way down. Let the fucking bike do its thing. Turn around, you know, do a quick burnout and get the fuck out of there, right? So it's things like that. I feel like the average rider doesn't have, right? So that's why I feel like
you got that sixth sense.
I feel like
that's so cool. And that comes with like confidence too. It's not just having, I have a sixth sense. Like I feel good. I feel comfortable on these machines. No, dude, it's confidence also in your control.
Absolutely.
You know,
it's confidence, but at the same time, it's not going overboard, because I do feel like when some people get too confident or too, like, when they lose respect for the machine, as I would say, you end up in places that you don't want to be, like 6 feet under.
Right.
Yeah, unfortunately. But
no, dude, honestly, I felt that recently. Like, remember I rented a motorcycle in Nicaragua.
This is really good, by the way.
This is delicious.
Yeah, right?
I was waiting for the good time to say it. This is fucking great. Monkey shoulder, shout out.
Monkey fucking shoulder, dude.
This is fucking great. Yeah. I'm about to drink it straight.
It's really good.
Dude, I rented that bike in Nicaragua. Bro, we were whipping that thing. We went to the beach 30, 40 minutes away. That was my first time on 2 wheels in forever.
And I felt in a terrain like that, too.
I felt fine, dude. I felt comfortable. I felt perfect.
Right.
Dude, I was riding my bike not too long ago, a couple of days ago, on the street, and I couldn't help but feel nervous. A little nervous, because, mind you, I've been riding these things my whole life, but you're so vulnerable.
Yeah.
You forget how vulnerable you are on one of those things out here, especially here. Everybody's on their phone, everybody's distracted, everybody's looking down, looking up, looking down, looking up.
That's the word.
You know? So, like, I was at a light, and I was just, like, looking around, I'm like, fuck, dude, like, this is real.
Yeah. No,
this vulnerability is real.
Absolutely.
So, like, obviously, like, the more you go out, the more you practice, the more you ride, you obviously the confidence and you're comfortable, like, getting comfortable goes up. But it's still one of those things. I was like trying to shake it. I was like, yo, what's wrong with me, bro? I know how to ride this thing. I know I can control it. I know what I'm doing. Why do I feel this way? It was so weird.
Yeah.
It was just piggybacking off what you were saying.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy that I've only felt like that when it comes down to like a brand new machine. So like
maybe that's why too.
Like if it's a brand new machine, you always want to feel, and not only that, because you know it's brand new, so you don't want to do anything to damage it. But bro, I've been on, like, I remember we rented a boat for the first time, and it was on a fishing trip, and like none of us had experience driving a boat, but I was like, yo, I know I'm better than anybody here. You know what I mean? Like,
I just know.
Yeah.
Mundi, have you done this? No, I just know.
I just know. You know what I mean? And like automatically, you know, we're good. Like I felt like, you know, we're all over the place. I was whipping it. I was confident about it. However, I lost my confidence as far as what I mean. Like I went overboard, and it got
cocky.
Yeah, I got too cocky, and it got to the point where I almost felt like I didn't know what to do at this point. But obviously, with, you know, when you put different minds together, you figure shit out. Okay, I'll give you a quick story real quick. We went out, we're on the boat, and it's already getting dark, right? And we're in the Keys, and already you see a fucking fat fucking cloud storm coming and storming in.
Fuck all that.
And you gotta go. Like right now, you have to go, because you don't want to get caught out there in the rain, right? I mean, although it would be like, you'll be okay because the dock was right there, but what was happening is that I completely disregarded my GPS, and I started to notice that in the Keys it's very shallow, and sometimes it gets very deep. So I was coming into a dock, and I didn't realize that it was like a foot of fucking water. So I'm like, okay, I got it, don't worry. I back up, trying to find a different route, and then at that point I was like, all right, I don't know what to do. We need to figure this out,
right?
Because it's getting dark, a storm is coming in, and like we don't have much time,
right? And
mind you, I was blasted out of my mind.
I didn't know you could rent a boat like that without like a captain.
No, yeah, yeah. The guy we rented off was some fucking hillbilly fucking guys. Like, yeah, just bring it back whenever. I'm like, fuck yeah,
just don't crash it. Don't sink it and don't crash it.
Yeah, and we were smoking, we were drinking, and but still, I could be like that, and I still can function fine. And that's the fucking worst part. But I'll be quick to give up the keys, though. It's not a pride thing when driving drunk or anything. If I know I'm too drunk, here, take the keys. But I know I'm fucking 100%. Unless I'm passing out drunk, whatever. But I couldn't figure it out up until my boy Caesar. He's like, "Well, dickhead, look at the fucking GPS. It'll tell you like the depth. It's like literally a depth chart." But this is the first time you're running a boat, you know. We don't know how to anchor. Yeah. We don't know how to read the chart. We don't know how to do anything. So shit, we look at the depth chart and we see, this whole area is 1 to 2 feet of water. We have to go all the way out and then come right back into the dock, and we figured it out. Right. But like I'm saying, the whole point of it was that I can get on a brand new machine and I won't feel anything.
You never thought about going to school for that? Like being a mechanic or something? Like,
no, the thing is, so remember I was going to brush up on...
Dude, perfect example.
Career opportunities. Yeah. The reason why I wouldn't go into that. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I just say it because, like, check this out. My neighbor, I've known that dude since he was like 5 years old.
Oh, the Corvettes.
The Corvette guy.
Yeah, too bad I think he followed me on Instagram.
Yeah?
I think
what's up.
Jay Alexander or something, or
Jay Velasquez.
Yeah.
Bro, shout out him. Shout out the neighbors.
Yeah. I want to work with him.
Check out Jay Performance. Dope ass shop.
Yeah,
yo,
for sure.
Whatever you need, he can do it. But yeah, dude, I've known that dude pretty much his whole life. And bro, because his dad is a mechanic. So, dude, as long as I've known them, as long as they've lived next door, he knew I just want to work on cars.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care to go to school. I don't care to do anything else.
Just
like, he wouldn't even go out. Like, he'd be 12, 1 in the morning. I'd be getting home from being out, and he's outside his garage, fucking working on a whip, working on a car, working on his own car. And I asked him, like, yo, like, what are you doing, bro? Go out. Like, where the girls at? Where the hoes at? All this shit.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, they're there, bro. But I'm chilling here. Like,
yeah.
He's good where he's at. And then look, he's like 22, 23. Just opened up a shop.
And making good money, probably.
Bro, he's banking.
You know what's crazy?
I'm assuming, but like, yo, he's doing well. He's doing what he likes, you know? He put his passion and made it work.
Right.
You feel me?
You know what's crazy, though? I remember that complex that I was telling you about earlier. So I'll get into it now. So the reason why, and I guess it's super fucking stupid. I'm probably going to get judged for it completely, but I'm going to be as transparent as possible with the reason why I guess I didn't chase that passion. And I'd rather keep it as a hobby as opposed to a passion, because that's truly what I like, right? Mm-hmm. But I didn't do it because there's not enough women in that fucking field. I promise you. That's truly...
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah. It's just because it's the truth. You know, you're not going to find, like, you know, like, you're just surrounded by greasy, fucking, hairy, sweaty men the whole way through. You know,
at least you won't be distracted.
That's true. Yeah, like, it's the truth.
You'll be focused on what you're doing.
But
you're not distracted.
Gonna find women in that field. And then for a long time, I was always like, damn, you know, like, I want to find love too. You know what I mean? Like, I want to find that shit. I want to be around girls. Like, who doesn't? You know?
Right.
So you're not gonna. So that was really a turning point. As fucking dumb and stupid as it sounds, judge me all you want for it. You know, and that's really the reason.
But now
why
look, now I have a rebuttal.
But let me finish.
Now I have a rebuttal.
Go ahead. Tell me your rebuttal.
You got the love now.
Oh, I know I do.
So now what's the excuse?
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. However, on the contrary, would have I found that? Like, would have I found that love if I would have stayed at a shop and done my own thing like the whole way through? Maybe or maybe not. It's what if. We don't know.
Yeah, that's a what if you'll never answer.
So then it comes down to this theory that I have, this like love setting environment complex, and I feel like this theory that I have falls in line with. I feel like, okay, so what happened? So all throughout grade school, you're forced to be surrounded by boys and girls, you know, guys and girls, whatever, right? It's just the way it is. So you know it's easy to fish from a pond when you know the fish are all around. It's just there. You know? All you got to do is set the right bait. Right. But then after high school,
like where you put that.
Yeah. But then,
write that down.
Someone's gonna tweet about it, right? Someone's gonna take my shit.
I'm gonna hear that somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, nah, the fam said that first.
So then what happens after high school? You know, your circle begins to dwindle, right? Mm-hmm. And now you're with your tight crew, and then now you have to venture off and kind of find your own love or your own little play toy or whatever the case is, right? You go out, you meet a girl, you have a conversation, this and that, and we see where it goes. But typically you meet them out or a friend of a friend, right? It's not in school anymore where you're just surrounded. Or maybe college, right? College for sure. Is good, right?
Yeah.
But then what happens after college?
But even college, you got to be willing to put yourself out there.
Absolutely.
Because most people go to school, go to class, they go do their thing, and they get the fuck out of there, you know?
True.
So
it goes even deeper to that. So what I'm trying to say is that what happens after college? You find a career, right? So then where do you spend your most time, right, in your life? There's two places I can think of, or three. Actually, no, two. Let's take two. I was going to say the shitter, but that's at home, right? I was going to say the home and at work.
Right.
That's it. That's the only two places. You're not going to find fucking love at home. Shit, I hope not, right? Maybe your family, but you're not going to be, you know what I mean? So...
not the love you want.
Exactly.
Or the other love you want.
Right. So two, it's at work. And what happens is after college, or after school, high school, college, after all that, you're only kept with your closest friends and then coworkers. That's the trend that I've been seeing. I could be wrong, but that typically is what happens. You start hanging out with your friends, you integrate friends with coworkers, and then boom, everyone becomes friends. And then that's when you become the friend of a friend. However, I know, you know, it just channels out, it branches out, right? But I do think that the majority of the love that you find, in my theory, is where you work, right? Because that's where you typically spend the most time at, or you typically spend the most time with other people at, right? So
you get to know them, they get to know you, they get to see your personality.
And then that's why I was like, bro, at a shop, I'm not gonna find.
Oh, Mundi's cute, he's funny,
right? And then you have an opportunity to take her out, and, and at a shop, bro, I'm not gonna find a freaking cute girl. That's just the way it is. Or maybe, maybe
it's a cute customer.
Probably, that's chances, but very unlikely, because the cute customer is gonna send her boyfriend or her man to go, hey babe, can you take my car to go get fixed? Yeah, I know a mechanic. He's my boy. He was at a shop. You know what I mean? Right. So, which many of us done before. So I feel like my theory with finding love mainly has been with the workplace. I would definitely associate.
Bro, I forgot.
I know a lot of friends that either it's been through school, or it's been through work, or friend of a friend. Yeah, which is any of them really. Like it's where else are you gonna find it? Right, it's all three. But I do believe the higher percentage.
You can find love on Tinder.
I know you can. Yeah. eHarmony, fucking
Match.com.
Yeah.
Bumble.
Oh shit! We've had to resort to that. Although I've never been big on that shit. I don't know.
No, it's weird.
Yeah, it's just like whatever.
But dude, I forgot the statistic that like 80 to 90% of relationships start at the workplace.
At the workplace. So most of the fairs, where do they start?
Most of the fairs
at the workplace.
The people you're most around all the time. You're around people 8 hours a day.
We're human.
8 hours a day. Think about that. 8 out of your 24. 5, 6, maybe you're sleeping. 8 out of those 24, you're around the same people. And then if you work with cuties, if you work with good-looking dudes, what do you think? You're bound to just gravitate to each other. It's just, especially if your personalities match, you click, you connect on certain things, you vibe, you like the same taste in music.
Of course, yeah.
You like the same bars, whatever the fuck it is.
Anything you can find to click.
And I'm speaking from experience because I've dated girls I've worked with. I've hooked up with girls I've worked with. Like, it just happens. It just organically happens. Bro, one day you're chilling with her and you're like, damn, I'm actually chilling with her. Like, this is weird. Like,
and outside of work.
And,
some people would claim, though, don't shit where you eat type shit at work because it could become a little bit.
Yeah, bro, but it takes a certain type of person not to do that shit.
Yeah, or not only that. I believe I think you have to be a little, like, immature to let that get in the way. I think if you're both grown adults and you both know what you're getting into, or you set the standard, hey, I just want this. I want like a little like no strings attached type thing. If you guys were both adults about it, it could carry on that way, right? It could.
Just like when people are like, oh my God, that's so awkward. I'm like, no, it's awkward if you make it awkward. Or if you let it be awkward.
Absolutely.
If you're fine, you treat it like any regular thing, you should be all right.
The moment you want to cut it off, you cut it off.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it happens, bro. Some people, I feel like, have so much things going on in their life that to worry about a relationship for some people could be a little bit too much, and some people demand too much more, like too much attention. Their partner might demand a lot of attention. Not to throw anybody off here, you know what I mean? Like, love is great, I believe love is great. Or the workplace, you're safe. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think everyone's fucking in the fucking workplace bathroom either. Like, I think
have you seen Susan today?
Like, you guys are good. Yeah, I'm not saying everyone's doing this, but I do believe that the majority of the time things happen in the workplace. It's bound to happen, and then that's what I'm saying. So I believe that complex of like us humans hanging out in one place at all times. And that's why that's why I didn't choose the route of becoming a mechanic or chasing what I'm most passionate about, which sounds so stupid, because I'd rather find women instead. Which I would say probably some men would agree, but maybe some won't.
I think the majority would.
But that's why I had many different jobs, and I wanted to be around other people, and it's fun. It's fun to be around people. It's fun to communicate. It's fun to network. I feel like personally, that's also another thing that I kind of find a passion in is communication. That's something that I would say I'm pretty good at. Is expressing myself, ideas and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to stick to something more like, okay, like where is there a majority? I want to be around people, especially women, like I want to be, and then see where that goes. Because for a long time in my life, I didn't feel like I was even remotely close to finding like love, like a girlfriend or something. It's always been like a plaything, no strings attached. And I'm like, dude, I kind of want to see what it's like to have like a girlfriend. So, that was like my thing, and that's why I didn't really want to set myself in that like position, and it's crazy, man. I wanted to, so after high school I wanted to go to the military. I wanted to go to the Navy, but a big thing that was holding me back was that
same shit.
I'm gonna be around dudes all the fucking time, like You know, I'm gonna be traveling around the world.
You're
that's
a pig.
cool. Yeah, but fuck, like it's just me. I'm being honest. You know what I mean?
No,
you know,
like,
it's the truth. You know. And
I almost did the Marines, bro.
Bro, you know, but that's the thing. You're gonna be around fucking war pigs the whole way through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and you're not gonna be surrounded by any. And then imagine having a girlfriend at home where you know, fuck that. You know, I saw some fucking bro. I saw this bumper sticker. I was like, dude, fuck that. Some bumper sticker said like, "Oh, my girlfriend's husband is fighting for our country." That's fucking
that's dark shit right there. That's dark. Oh, yeah. That's dark. I didn't like that.
You know, it's fucked up. But you can't blame the woman, dude. She's got her fucking urges and shit. But she shouldn't have been in the relationship in the first place, right?
Right. So that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, it's a whole other conversation. So that goes down to that my theory and that, you know, I put myself in situations where I would want her to be around where I can find the possibility to find a woman, right? One of my best friends right now, he's kind of like in this thing where he's like, yeah, you know, I want to find a good girl, you know, and I'm like, I get you. Everybody wants to find a good girl.
Everybody wants to find a good guy. Yeah,
and he wants to be a nurse. So I'm like, bro, like you're like in the best fucking, you're in the best situation right now. You know, you're a good looking guy, you're pretty built, you're gonna have a degree, you're gonna be making money, and not only that, you're gonna be around other women who have the same qualities. You know, they're good. Yeah, because
it takes time and commitment to become a nurse. So it shows those qualities right off the bat.
Absolutely.
Like, you were willing to put in the work. We're already vibe on that level already.
Right. So I'm not saying that all of them are like that.
Right. No,
but
of course.
Your chances are going to increase with that workplace complex is what I'm trying to say. You know, I do believe in that theory. And I'm sure I'm sure people do it already, but subconsciously up until now where I put words into it and explain how it actually works. You know, so I'm a firm believer in that. And that's
then it goes, I'm bringing it back to what I asked you first. Like, you have your girl now.
What's stopping me now?
What's stopping you now?
You're right. What is stopping me now? Shit, I fucking no idea. Right?
Way to stop me, Ron.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Way to fucking. Tomorrow I'm gonna try
to shit on everything I just said.
Yeah. Well, shit. Tomorrow I'm gonna fucking sign up to fucking Homestead Speedway and fucking put me on a bike and I'm ready to go. Right? Yeah. But it gets a little bit harder than that. Like anything, it's hard. You know, to get into anything is fucking difficult.
So I'm gonna bring it all back. You say you like communication. I've heard you say you like fucking with comedy, bro. So what's...
Bro, I do, man. I do. I would
love to see you get up there, bro.
Dude, and you know what?
It's just... You just gotta do it.
Yeah,
you just gotta do it.
But here's the thing. Here's my thing. I have no pena. Like, I don't get nervous in front of it. And I've realized that when I started taking... Bro, I took like 3 fucking public speaking classes in college. And like after the first one, I was like, dude, I kind of like this. And I like also looking at other people like cringe and suck. It's funny as fuck to watch. That's fucked up.
I was that guy.
Dude, it's bad. But it's bad. Like, it hurts your...
We're at 30 minutes already. Let me check if that shit's still...
Go.
Let me fucking... I'm still gonna record.
Fly.
Bro.
Fuck. We definitely have to do that.
But yeah, bro.
What were we talking about before?
Your comedy career.
Oh, yeah, dude. So, like, that's the thing. I'm not nervous. I don't get nervous in front of people. And, like, I feel like I can... Bro, I like for a long time I want to do many things. Like I said, I'm a jack of all trades. Like I feel like I could do a lot of different things. It's just sticking to one thing is what, like, I don't know what to do at that point. But bro, I feel like I could be an actor. I feel like I could be a voice actor. Like straight up, dude. Like I can fucking...
That's what's up.
Dude, I can put so many different like voices on, and I can act like whoever the fuck I want to. I just have to study the person for a little bit, and I can literally, I think I can portray it, right? Accents, all that shit. I feel like I'm pretty good at. But being in front of like a crowd, I feel like the hardest thing to do is to be a comedian, bro.
Of course.
I think that's way harder than being a fucking actor.
That's the hardest job.
Dude, ever. Making people laugh live.
Not just people, strangers.
Right, exactly.
Strangers laugh.
That's difficult, dude. That's not an easy thing. So I don't feel like I would have a problem being in stage in front of other people. My problem is the material, you know. I would be like...
The only way you know if it's good material if you gotta do it.
Yeah, but fuck, I've never even... Like, bro, I suck at writing, period. Like, I was a history major, and I fucking changed it super fast because I had to write papers. I'm like, fuck that. Yeah, I'm paying other people to write my shit because I don't like writing. I'm like...
Bro, too, Nayeeb was a history major, and John, too.
Dude, I love history, and I can talk about it for days, and that's the thing, I could talk. And I remember being in class. I had political science classes that I'd be like, I think that this is the way it should. Like I don't have the shame in that.
You're that
shit.
guy that had a comment for everything.
Fuck yeah, exactly. Yes. But I did it on purpose, bro. My purpose was so we don't have to do schoolwork. We keep this lady talking. Trust me, the show will go by quick, and everyone will thank me. So
I'm thinking ahead. Dude.
I'm fucking
catch
5 steps ahead, motherfuckers. Yeah, you guys are all hating and shit. Fucking.
Everybody's like, yo, tell this guy to shut up.
Yeah. But no, dude. But you know what? With that, I would spark conversation between people. Mm-hmm. So even then, it was pretty dope. But like I said, like my thing is the material, is what I can come up with. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't fuck.
Honestly, I feel the best material
I can
is
make
like
people laugh on the spot, but I don't like to write shit down. I'll overthink it. No, that's not good. Fuck that. That's not good. Scratch it off. And I mean,
as the majority of the podcasts that I follow are all comedians, and they all say the same thing. Like, your best material is things that have already happened to you, like your stories, like your memories, and then you find a way to just express them in a certain way where you can bring those people to that point in your life. Bring the audience to that moment so they can share it with you, visualize it, feel it. Like, damn, I've been there. Yeah. Or like, damn, I was embarrassed like that before too. So it's like, you gotta be.
I felt that exact same thing with other comedians.
You can talk well, but you gotta be able to express that story. Certain, like a lot of comedians have their own vibe, and the way they project their jokes and their facial expressions, all that
their
is
puns,
combined. Everything.
Yeah.
And then obviously within that, it's practice. It's just practice getting up and doing it. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
And then you will find your voice. You will find your lane. What kind of comedy do you want to do? Do you want to curse? Do you want to be dirty? Do you want to be clean? Do you want to be like? Do you want to be a storyteller, or you want to be like a punchline? I
didn't even think about it like that.
It all comes full circle. And then once you have those first couple times, and then you do it, and then you're like, all right, this is the direction I want to go. This is the type of comic I feel I am, where I'm comfortable. I'm not trying to be fake. Because like, one thing in comedy, bro, people will call you on your bullshit immediately, bro. And dude, you've been to the open mics I've done. You've seen comics go up there. Bro, you've seen them bomb, and you've seen some like, damn, they were good. You
gotta give them props though for getting up there.
Of course. But that's the thing. That's step number 1. Yeah, getting up there.
Oh my God, I'll be so.
You put together like a solid 2-3 minutes, and you go from there.
The thing is, bro, I feel like my heart.
I think you could do it, dude.
My heart.
I can picture you broken up there and just vibing, riffing off stories. I feel like you'd be the storyteller.
If my 2-3 minute fucking moments of fame is negative and people don't laugh, dude, I would fucking quit forever and I'll cut myself.
But you literally just said you don't really care what people think, though. You don't get embarrassed. You don't get nervous. I don't get
embarrassed, but of course, no one wants a negative feedback either. You know what I mean?
Bro, but that's how you learn. That's how you get better.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the same shit with my raps, my music. Yeah. Like, bro, my old music is trash, bro. It's trash.
Trash, dude.
But you have to go through that time. If not,
you'll never know.
What are you doing? You'll never know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Even to this day, bro, like, I can portray a certain confidence in my music, but I'm always gonna be like a little
hard on myself,
and at the same time, like, I'm always a little like self-conscious about it. Like, damn, is this good enough, or does this top my old shit? Like, all right, they like this, but will they like that?
Yeah.
Like, should I try a different sound? Should I try a different topic, a different flow? Or you just get in your head, and are you ready for the criticism? Because you got to be ready for the criticism, positive and negative.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. I've never experienced. I have, but like between our friends and shit, it doesn't count. But shut the fuck up, fuck you. Right. Can't really say that to. I guess you can, but
that's how you'll know.
I've never experienced criticism before.
In a room full of strangers. One of the best feelings of my life, probably to this day, was like the open mic, probably like the second or third. That one was fire too. That one was fire. That one was fun. That was a good one. Partly that one too. We're like having the crowd involved.
Yeah.
We're like, yo, this is how the hook goes. Help me out with it. Yeah. Bro, I was shitting bricks, dude. I was sweating through my shirt. I was like, fuck. I'm like talking to him. And shit. Like, but it's part of it.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have known what that would feel like if I didn't try it. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to bring them in. Like, it's a decent crowd. let's do it.
You're like thinking about it in your head.
Of course.
As you're saying. That's crazy.
Of course, dude. Of course. Like, damn, don't stutter. Don't fuck up. Don't sound like a bitch. Sound confident. Engage the crowd.
Yeah.
Be J. Cole. Embody Eminem. Embody Kanye. Like, these performers that you've seen personally and how they fucking rock a crowd.
Yeah.
Whether it's one person or 50 or 5,000, it doesn't matter.
That's crazy,
You
right?
treat it all the same. So, like, if you don't take those chances... And then the best feeling was having strangers, people that I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, I love the fact that my family and friends were there, and they're gonna give support no matter what.
Right.
But strangers being like, "Yo, you killed that.
Yeah.
Yo, this music is good. Keep doing what you're doing."
Yeah.
Like, I don't need praise.
Yeah.
Don't give me praise. I don't care for that.
But it gives you a sense of
the fact they respected and appreciated what I was doing and how I did it and all of that.
Yeah.
That felt fucking amazing. And I'm sure it would be the same thing with comedy. That first little like
yeah I'll feel good
from
about
a stranger
yeah.
you're like from the back and shit like all right, I got him now. I gotta get you and you, you know. And that's how it is, dude.
You know, like I've been on YouTube and I would look at like the worst comedians ever. Yo, that is the worst shit to even watch through a fucking screen. It's bad, dude. You feel bad for these people,
bro. But they got up there.
Yeah, they went
up there
for sure, 100%. Like I give props to that person for even being up there and doing that. I don't have a problem getting up there. Like as fucking, you
have a problem with the aftermath.
No, with
once you get off
with material, and that no, because I've never experienced criticism like in that aspect before. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna get judged from what I'm about to say right now. But I feel like I would feel so much better if someone wrote my shit, you know, like a fucking ghostwriter, you know?
Nah, you can't do that.
Yeah,
not
of course
in comedy.
Not. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, like Carlos Mencia shit. No. Yeah, I wouldn't do that shit.
There's like 2 or 3 things you do in comedy that you don't do.
Of course.
And that's one of them, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. But like, I feel like you can give me Kevin's Hart or fucking, Nick Swartzen's fucking, their whole thing. I look at it and I can reenact the same shit the same way with delivery and all. And I feel like people would laugh. You know, so I don't feel like delivery and me doing it is the problem. I feel like it's the material. I would obviously never get a fucking ghostwriter because no, right? You know, like that's the thing. We just don't even. As I said, the comedy world is harsh, right? You definitely don't want to be the comedian.
The comedy world is harsher than the music world.
Absolutely.
Like ghostwriters are accepted in music. It happens all. It's a thing. No, it's like a thing.
I feel like comedians is like a room full of like big brothers. Like just fucking pick on you and fucking find anything to fucking destroy you with. Yeah. Because that's what they are.
And dude, in comedy, honestly, comedy right now,
even women too.
Even comedy right now is at its peak.
I believe that.
In popularity.
Yeah.
Bro, like comedy is on another level. Like the best time to be a comedian right now is now.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it really is. Like with YouTube, with the podcast, with like more improvs popping up, like how they just opened the Rao Improv
I heard it's really nice too.
The Rao City Center. Bro, it's on the up and up, and it's just gonna get better. And if I would jump on that ship, dude, I would jump on that train. Like
the reason for that too, I want to, and I've never put my mind to it as far as like writing material. I feel like the reason why it's becoming so popular is because of exposure. Things are very easly exposed nowadays.
It's social media, dude.
Social media, yeah. So, and that's another thing too. I wouldn't want to fall into the social media category too much. Like have this like blasphemy of like, oh, like, you know, check my account out, this and that.
That's what I'm trying to get over.
You know, like I want.
It's hard. It's tough.
It's tough, but I would want the work to be done for me. As far as like, let me perform, let me do this and that, and let my own work do its own like marketing. Right.
Like let it speak for itself.
Exactly.
Right.
No, I don't want it.
There's so much material and content and bullshit that people have to weed through and
to find
the good shit that you can't let it speak for itself. You gotta speak for it. Yeah. You know, and it will speak for itself, but you gotta speak for it.
Of course, you have to speak up.
And that's what I'm trying to get over now, bro. Like, dude, somebody commented on something I posted not too long ago. Like, yo, can you post more often? And I'm like, fuck, he's right. Because I hate. Like, I'm a pretty private person. So, like, putting yourself out there in that way where I already put myself out there in every way in my music. So, promoting that even more. Yeah. I have like this mental block. Yeah. But like, you gotta do it. I feel
like I'm please, you know, like, although you have a different case though, because you actually, like, you have fans, you know what I mean? Like, you actually have people that are longing for your music, you know, like, yo, when's this coming out, or this and that, or hey, by the way, this happened, you know, this just dropped, listen to my shit. I guess like if let's just say comedy would start up for me, like I wouldn't want to like, I'm not trying to earn or like, I like it's almost like I'm begging for the attention. Hey, come check me out. Like yeah, that's one way to start. I agree, but I kind of want it to flow. I want it to happen naturally. You know what I mean? Like I want the YouTube videos to spike. You know, and then like people around me, hey, I just saw you like your most recent shit on like YouTube, like it was on my related thing, and like I didn't know you were doing this. Right. Yeah, you know, I am doing it. Check it out.
Yeah, I dabble.
Yeah, you know, like so I kind of would want. I'm sure everyone else would want that, right? I guess I'm reaching right now, but you know, I kind of I don't want to, bro. You seen that shit all over fucking Instagram. Like all these like
little viral videos that go viral by accident.
No, but like, not only that. I'm talking about like when people want to promote something and it's like, bro, people have like this like conception of like, you know, when someone's like, hey, come check out my new clothing brand, this and that, you're quick naturally. We've all done this. Like when someone close to you starting, you're like, yeah, okay, cool, check it out. But like you're not really gonna look at it. Right. You know, you're not really gonna like purchase it up until it becomes popping. Right. You know, and then you'll be, yo, remember that? You know, I looked at it in the beginning. You know, like you don't want to feel like that FOMO, like you know, you're missing out, and that's the problem. Like I feel like that's terrible that us people have, and a lot of people go through that shit, and then, you know, I feel like that's stupid. So I don't want to be part of that percentage of like, you know, no, come check my shit out, now, please. Nah, I'd rather just.
But you have to.
I get it. But I don't.
At the end of the day, you have to.
I don't want to be that other number.
If you're, comedy is a product, in one shape or form or whatever, it's a product. You have these jokes, and you're trying to sell them. You want people to sit down and listen. You gotta put yourself in a position where you gotta sell them, and like literally like a presentation. Yeah. Like, yo, this is these are my jokes. These are my whatever. Check me out. Like, yo, I just did an open mic. Tell me what you think. This is footage. Yeah. Like, even if it's that, like, somebody takes a footage, like Bex, your girl. You go to open mic. You do your little 2-3 minutes. You do what you want with that footage.
My number one fan.
Right there, you go.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
Sounds good.
We gotta do. Well, obviously now I already know what the next fucking podcast is gonna be. Shit, I gotta make fucking people laugh on that motherfucker. Because obviously this one's a little bit more in tune between us, you know.
No, but what's good is the main thing is showing personality, showing that like you're not full of shit. Like you can say you want to be a comic, but you know deep down like you're kind of boring. Or like you're not that
you're portraying someone else,
right? Or like low key you're an introvert and like you really don't like people and like this and that. Like you can portray that, but people like I said, people call you out on that shit quick.
Bro, I like being on the mic, bro.
There you go.
You know what's crazy? At my sister's wedding, I wasn't supposed to speak, but I fucking wanted to. I was like, dude,
give me the mic. Give me the mic.
I want to say something.
This is my shot. This is my time.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say something. Yeah. You know. And I was really like I had an idea of what I was gonna say, but some shit just came out on the fly, which I was like, okay, fire. Like I like this, you know. Like I was like, I remember I said one line. It was like, I was like, damn, you know, it's crazy how far some people would travel for a free plate of food. You know? It's like, yeah, bro, we have fucking steak and lobster. Dude.
Yeah, dude, I heard that. You know, that was funny.
Or like 3,000 miles for a freaking steak and lobster.
Ask me the gym.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, those things came out naturally. I was thinking about it. I was like, damn, you know, like I think I could probably fucking really do this. Yeah. But the thing is, like, you know, it comes on the fly, right? Yeah. It comes on the fly.
Now you gotta organize it.
Yeah. And I dropped a few gems there. Even to this day, people are always like, oh my god, you know, I still remember that what you said. So it had to do like about.
You're crazy.
Yeah, you're crazy, girl. What you talking about, girl? Nah, you know.
You're so crazy.
Yeah. But it wasn't even that, you know. So like I just fucking dropped some wisdom on these motherfuckers, dude. I had to drop some fucking wisdom. And I'm fucking, you know, I'm a young buck. I don't know much about fucking life. I'm still very new at life, you know. But I feel like over the years, as I've hung out, especially with older people, I've learned a lot from older people. I've always hung out with older people, and I've learned a lot. And I feel like I could always put that into my own head, and then like, okay, this is my perception on it. Let me give you my intake, and then I kind of just mold it there. So then, like, I obviously have to drop my own gems and say, hey, look, this is what I think. So I think I said some shit on the lines of like love, how it's an energy and it's a matter that we know it exists, but we can't see it.
Of course you can.
No, but like you know how you know air exists, but you can't fucking see it. that's what I'm kind of comparing love to. I mean, you could see love,
right,
if it leaves like fucking hickeys and fucking scratches for sure. You know,
animals.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But you could definitely, like, you can see love. Like, you know what I mean. Like, you'd actually see love between one person and another person, right? You know, it doesn't have to be male female, obviously, now in this day and age. But
yeah, 2019.
Yeah, 2019. Anybody's in love now, which is cool. Hey, love wins, right? So, but that's the point that I was trying to make there is like you don't have to express love by or make it known by objects or by doing things or things like that. It's by how one person and another person interact with each other that you can see, you know. And I remember I was like, oh, you know, and if you can't see love, I remember I was like standing in front, I was like, and if you can't see love, it's because you're too busy watching hate. You know, and if you can't see it, then the stairs are right there. You can step out, you know, because you see love right here. You know, like I was pointing at my brother-in-law and my sister at the time.
That was slick.
My sister, right?
That was slick.
Yeah, no, yeah, and then like, so that was one of those things that you had to just, I knew that over, and mind you, this is prior to like me having a shorty now, you know, all this. but you see, how do I know these things? You know, like I don't know, like it's just something I think about, right? So I feel like all that wisdom, all that thing came into play with that. So I mean, hopefully, I probably won't say that during a comedy segment, but
that's the thing. You turn that into material,
right? I'll be saying that, and then the crowd said, "Shut the fuck up!" You know, get this kid off the stage.
You're what?
Yeah. I'm fucking crying over here. Where's the steak? You know, for sure they would have fucking said some shit like that, but no, but it ended up being a good. It was a good crowd. It was 80 people.
I like to think about it like this. It's kind of honestly, it's a little weird way to think about it, but like imagine these grand models when they first start out, that first booty pic that they post. You don't think they feel a certain type of way about it?
Yo, I've always thought about that.
Like you don't think it feels a certain type of way about it? Especially like the first girls that were doing that shit, like the OG grand models, like. You
bare ass, fucking straight fucking cachete. You're putting
yeah.
I see a little fucking birthmark you have there. Like I know it's there. You know.
I'm sure they felt a certain type of way about it. Like, damn, I'm really about to do this, but fuck it. This is, you know, I'm a model. Like, this is what I gotta do. This is a platform I'm gonna take advantage of. And then look, women nowadays aspire to do that, aspire to be that, because it's a career now. You can do it. You can make a living doing that shit.
That's why I don't hate.
But you don't think they don't feel a certain type of way? Obviously, it becomes a like second nature. Like fuck it, here, Monday motivation. Here's my ass. But
I wouldn't like not date a girl if she did that. But it'd just be like
fuck that.
I mean, like whatever.
Fuck
dude, like,
that. I don't really honestly like. Everybody has their own little insecurities. You're gonna feel jealous and all this bullshit, but. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Like
it's you know what's crazy?
Yeah, you have too much to worry about. You know, like
right. I already got enough stress. I don't need that that type of stress.
Oh, I mean, on the contrary, I would say, dude, like fuck that. Like as long as I go home and I'm doing what I need to do at the end of the night, fucking eating that fucking ass, and that's fine, dude. Like that's my ass. I'm gonna eat that ass. That's on Instagram.
You're right. You know what I mean?
So it doesn't fucking matter at that point. Though you're gonna be mad about because you're having some greasy ass fucking nigga that's fucking double tapping his screen to your girlfriend's butt cheeks. Yeah, all right, fine.
If enough people do it,
no,
it's crazy.
Dude. A million fucking greasy ass fingers.
It's crazy how that has become like another thing on your checklist. At least for a guy. At least for me, it's turned into that. Where like subconsciously, if I meet a girl and she has over 6,000 followers, I don't want nothing to do with you.
Yeah,
I want nothing to do with you.
I agree.
Like I agree. It's annoying, and I hate that I do it because like I'm just being a bitch about it. But you can't help but feel it. Like, damn, she got 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers. Fuck, dude. And another reason, also, like, it means your phone is glued to your hand,
right? And you
don't put it down.
Yeah,
you're that girl.
Yeah,
take a picture here. Take a picture there.
Not all, but you can't generalize either. But
it's like fuck, dude. Like
not all though.
Not all. No, of course, not all.
Generalize either,
but I'm just saying how it's become a thing. Yeah. You ask any guy, you go on the street right now, ask a random dude, yo, if a chick has 10,000, 20,000 followers, you're still trying to fuck with her. He's gonna feel a certain type of way about it.
Yeah.
Some people are gonna be like, nah, I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, you have a point.
But the majority will be like, yeah, that's kind of fucked, dude. Like, you know?
You have a point, because
I don't know if girls feel that way, but maybe they do.
If you stumble upon, I think on the contrary, if a guy has a lot of hype, they're more drawn to it.
Oh, for sure.
In my opinion, I could be wrong.
But I'm sure there's gonna be certain girls that will be like, Nah, I don't like that.
Maybe.
Because it's the same shit. What if
Depends
that girl?
on where you're from.
What if that girl's at a certain point in her life where like that means that dude's phone is glued to his hand?
Depends where you're from. Like, here in Miami, obviously, like no. That's
not an issue.
Yeah. That's like okay, perfect. Perfect.
Right.
You know, tag me. You feel me? Make sure you tag me. You know, whatever. But you definitely have a point, and I'm glad you actually brought that up because I do have that that in my head. Like, if you ever like come across like a shorty and like like damn, she's bad, like she's fine, and you peep the gram and it's like 300 followers, 400. You're just like,
thank God.
Yes,
you're normal.
Yeah, like thank God. Like,
no, you know what's even
that makes
rarer?
You like even more. You know
what's even rarer? You run into a girl that. No, I don't have an Instagram. Oh my God, dude.
I'll bust. Fuck. I'll bust. Yeah. And then she will have nothing to do with me after.
I'm wifing you up on the spot. My name is Ron.
Weird as fuck.
I do this. Out. I'm a good guy. Fucking.
I have a job.
I have a good
bike.
family.
I have a fucking car. They come through.
I have good credit. I have a degree.
Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, definitely. That's yeah. You know what? The funny thing is, like one of my best friends, he went like social media like fucking cold turkey to quit the whole thing.
That's
and I
rough.
told him,
That's rough.
Yeah, it is, bro. It is because I don't feel like you don't have to do that. And he was just like, bro, I know all the hype is annoying, this and that. I'm like, bro, but you choose to follow that. Mm-hmm. You choose to look at that shit, bro. You look at my shit right now on Instagram. The little magnifying glass, that explore page, that is gonna show you all the shit that you like. Majority like if you look at butt cheeks all the fucking time, a bunch of fucking bodybuilders or all these bitches. Like if you want to see that, you're gonna go to explore page and you're gonna see a ton of ass, fucking twerking, booty shake, all that shit. Because I know niggas that their explore page is all fucking all butt cheeks flying all over the place. Yeah, it's another fucking Pornhub on your fucking Instagram, guy. Like you can't fucking be in a fucking public place scrolling through your Instagram because all you're gonna see is fucking butt cheeks. But I told him if that's how you had it, right, of course you're gonna get pissed off, right? So go to my explore page, right?
And then you make a perception in your head because then
all girls are like that.
All girls, yeah. And that's what you're gonna shoot for. And like, I want to check like that.
Check my fucking explore page. Right. I could check yours. I'm sure you could find a lot of music related things. Things like cars, or for example. But mine, it's probably boats, barbecuing, steak, food, cars, motorcycles. All the shit that I like, all the shit that I like to see, fishing, anything, any hunting, all this shit that I like.
Because you're doing it right. You're doing it the right way.
Absolutely. Yeah. I want to look at all the things that I like to look at. Politics, whatever. Actually, no, fuck politics. It shit gives me a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I like to. Vice News is good. That's why I fuck with Vice News. Shout out to Vice News. But I do like watching those things, and I feel like, all right, you went cold turkey because you were suffocating yourself on all the hype and all the bullshit. So I told him, yo, look, give yourself another shot and try it again. Homeboy got Snapchat the other day and he's fucking snapping me like fucking crazy. You can see, like, yo, that's what I'm filter. Doing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but he's doing that approach. He's now like snapping the things that he likes. Checking out the stories that he likes. We're using it correctly as opposed to just fucking looking at butt cheeks all the fucking time. Right. So I do believe that anybody out there who's having an issue with fucking social media and don't like the hype and all that, because I don't like the shit either, bro. I don't. But I filtered my shit. I removed the butt cheeks. Right, I took the butt cheeks out. A little bit of butt cheeks.
Honestly, like
a little bit of butt cheeks that pops up on World Star occasionally.
And honestly, like I'm gonna be real, with a girlfriend also, it makes it different. You don't want to be constantly looking at ass and titties and all that shit because it's gonna fuck with you.
That's rude.
Yeah, of course, for sure.
But babe, it's World Star. I like World Star, but you put butt cheeks. Sorry, babe.
babe.
You know what I mean? Fucking World Latin Star. That's just all fucking flow piscina. Yeah. It's fucking no, dude. You can't be mad about that. That's something you can't control. But if you're thinking about, like I said, if you're thinking about that cold turkey, like fuck social media shit, and also like I feel like that's kind of weird. Like if you're disconnected from social media, I also feel like you might be disconnected from society a little bit. Because you kind of like you have to go with the flow a little bit. In my opinion, you kind of have to know what's like, trendy or I think so for the sake of conversation.
Like you're purposely rebelling.
Yeah. I think for the sake of conversation,
you're purposely trying to be that guy. Like, no, I'm not on that shit.
Yeah. Then it's like, okay, how do I have a conversation with you? And not that I want to talk to you about what's on Instagram, but like majority of things that are like trending or that are happening are on social media, like as a news outlet,
The only social media outlet that I never really jumped on, dude, was Twitter.
Yeah. Me either.
I never.
Twitter. I'm done trying to fucking see what people feel like.
I love Twitter, and I'm like, I'm okay.
I don't know. Like, it's a good news outlet, but bro, like I tried to stick with the people that I followed as far as like the people that I know, and it was like a fucking diary. Like, no, bro, I don't want to fucking read your diary, bro. I don't care about how fucking bad your day was. Like, sorry, dude, I don't want to see that sorrow bullshit and your Drake lyrics. No, bro, go fucking jack off. You know, like, fuck that. So I had to drop the Twitter,
dude, bro. I'd
rather do the pictures.
I remember when MySpace was still around, and it had a way to. It just had a drop down. The arrow had a drop down of a bunch of sad, happy.
Oh my god, no! I remember
excited that. With like little emojis next to that shit, and then when you know people had a fucked up day. Yeah. Upset with a little face and then like a status next to it. That shit was crazy.
You know what's crazy? How Facebook has a relationship status. It says in a relationship, but working at it or some shit like that. Yeah, it has some, but it's complicated or some shit like that. I think Facebook has some shit like that.
Shut the fuck up.
I swear, I think so.
I have a Facebook, but I haven't logged into it.
Bro, Facebook's actually really entertaining. It has a shit ton of videos.
I hated it.
Dude,
I can't stand it.
I can get lost on Facebook. That's why I don't even open it because there's so many videos that are so dope. That like no, if I open it, I'm there for an hour. You know, I go to the bathroom, take a shit, go look at Pornhub. But if I open Facebook first, Pornhub is not gonna be open until like fucking 2 a.m. And that's even worse too. Pornhub's even fucking worse, bro. Yeah. Because I can never find myself a good fucking porn video, dude. I'm like on page fucking 58. I'm way too fucking picky, bro. I need to find that shit on the first couple pages.
I don't know what you're going through, bro. It's not that difficult.
I don't know, dude. I have to find a specific.
I mean, everybody's got their own flavor. Everybody's got their own taste.
I know.
But page 15.
Bro, no lie.
You need to talk to somebody.
Bro, no lie. When I get to like 10 or 15, I'm like, fuck it, skip 5. See if I find something good, bro.
Nigga, at that point, I don't want to jerk off anymore. Fuck this.
Fucking flaccid ass dick. You don't want to fucking use it. Yeah,
if I'm on page 15, still haven't found what I'm looking for. I'm not meant to pop a nut.
It was all hype. Of course.
It was all hype.
You know, it's funny because like I feel like it usually starts on the gram first because you see some fucking ass cheeks just clapping back and forth like, all right, fucking Pornhub, let's ride.
Alright,
and then you're on fucking page 15 and you can't find like, you know, I don't know, that's just my thing. I'm very picky when it comes to that shit.
I give myself a limit. If I'm on page 3, 4,
5, bro. 5. I have to get to 5. I have to see it.
It's got to be that one specific odd number at least.
I have to get to 5. Yeah. Dude, actually, most of my favorite numbers are odd numbers.
No, but I'm weird, bro. I have like, if I'm in that funk, I'm in that mood where like, yeah, I need to do this. I need to just get this out of my system. I have like porn stars for certain moods already in my head. So I already know like, all right, so and so chilling. Yeah, even if I've seen the video before,
let's blur the names out.
Even if I've seen it already, like this video's fire. I know it's fire. Click it. This
video's great.
Right.
Nah, I'm not a repeater. I'm not a repeater. That's why I go to page 15. You know, because I'm not a repeater. That's another thing.
You might find one of those old gems that like.
No. I already seen it. I've already been there, done that. Yeah,
for sure.
I've already seen it. I'm not gonna.
Yo, let me make sure this.
Yeah.
We're back.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, bro, I gotta figure that shit out, man.
Yeah, that's
I don't know why it does that.
Yeah, that's stupid. I'd rather jack off.
For people curious, I gotta constantly get up to make sure the camera's recording. If not,
we're gonna fix
it cuts off by itself. But we're fixing it. We're learning as we go.
Fucking Geek Squad better get their asses over.
By the way, I appreciate you letting me come through. Use the living room.
I like the setup, dude. I think the setup is fucking dope. I really.
My house was busy, noisy.
Monkey shoulder is definitely good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely sold on it. And just in case you guys didn't know, we are 420 friendly here. So we have no problem with being 420 friendly. I hope that actually gets implemented through the fucking whole world, actually.
Of course.
About time that shit needs to fucking happen.
Cali and Colorado are doing it right.
Yeah, for sure. I went to Colorado recently and like, obviously like the government is taxing, well, the state government is taxing the shit out of fucking bud, and they're making good ass fucking money off of it. You go there and all the fucking cop cars are fucking Delano, Chargers, Tahoes, fucking F-250s and shit. Like they spend money on their fucking people there. As far as like, you know, other parks are all fucking brand new. Everything's brand new there.
No, it'll take time, but I'm pretty sure it'll happen.
Yeah,
it'll take
Canada
time.
Open. Shit, I'm about to fucking ride out to Canada. Fucking fucking Trump keeps fucking around.
It's too cold.
My income tax and shit.
It's too cold there. I don't think I'll do well.
Yeah, I mean, but no, there's some points where it doesn't get as cold. No?
I don't know. I can't say I've never been to Canada.
Yeah, no. I'm down though. I'm down to check it out. Go snowboarding.
I want to go to Colorado to do that.
I did that in
Just
Colorado.
Toke up and
dude, the
hit
craziest,
the slopes.
the thing, the fucking crazy shit in Colorado. It wasn't that crazy, but like we're on the way to the fucking slopes. It's called Loveland, I think it was. Fucking love. Why is this a topic conversation in this fucking podcast? But it was called Loveland.
It's a very important. It's important, bro. That could be a whole podcast conversation in itself.
Fuck it. No, it's not enough. An hour's not enough.
But let's not get into that because I might cry.
Family Hour, Love, Part 1, 2, 3, maybe 4.
I will legitimately probably cry.
Shit, we might get a good ass crowd.
I'm not ready for people to see that side of
me. We'll get a good ass crowd though. A lot of girls will be like, "Hell yeah, he's fucking right." So whatever. We're on the way to Loveland, and we had fucking. I bought some Chiba Chews. Shout out to Chiba Chew. They're like fucking. They're edibles, chocolate edibles.
I've never done well with edibles. Not I don't do well. I just don't feel it. Like, bro, I don't really. I've never really got it.
We're in Colorado. I said we're on all kinds of fucking marijuana shit. So we're smoking fucking J's that were like batas, all that shit, whatever. We're on the way. I'm like, fucking, let me fucking pop 2 of these things, right? Fucking, they weren't much. I think they're like 20 milligrams each, probably. Which I didn't know, but it's a lot apparently, right? Depending on who it was, right? Whatever. A lot for me. I found out later. So I popped 2. 20 milligrams each, 40 total, and whatever. I think it took about like 45, maybe 50 minutes by the time I got to the peak of the slope. You know, getting on the little trolley thing all the way up there. And bro, the moment I got up there, I threw the fucking glasses on, and I'm looking over the fucking slope on the advanced trail, like just looking over to see what these guys are doing. I'm just like, boom. Like
a movie.
Holy shit, bro. I'm fucking stoned. Like literally I felt heavy.
I am blasted.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I felt heavy. I felt pale almost. Like I needed like fucking sugar in my body, dude. I felt pale. I was like, holy fuck. And then I sit back down. I'm like, dude, no way. And I'm fucking strapping on my boots because the only way to get down is through the fucking slope, nigga. Like that's it. That's all you got. And I see this fucking like, bro, this kid had to be like 10 years old. 12 years old, fucking strapping up, bloop, and all the way down to this advanced trail. I'm like, dude, that's no. I'm like, dude, no, I know.
Where are your parents?
Yeah, bro. I look down. This kid's ripping it the whole way through. Fucking born doing this shit.
Bro, that's how it would be when I would go to the skate park when I was skating heavy.
Ripping it, dude.
Bro, little kids, 5, 6, and 10 years old,
tearing it up,
making me feel like shit.
Dude, fuck yeah. And I was like, oh shit, this is fucking real. Like these people fucking do this. So I fucking took the beginner's trail, which is still fucking hard as shit, but it was fun as hell, dude. Fucking
I've never snowboarded, bro.
Dude, fun as fuck. I was like literally like laughing like a weirdo. Like fucking laughing like a fucking weirdo all the way down.
This is so fun.
Yeah, it's fucking fun, dude. Like hell yeah. Dude, it's such a leg workout too that like obviously like I've snowboarded once before in Michigan. And that was fucking cool too. But I guess muscle memory kicked in, so I kinda like remembered what I was doing. So I was good on the way down. Bro, but it was a workout, dude, so tiring that I was like, shit, dude, I'm fucking, my mouth was like, because of the gummy, I guess, I'm fucking like crusty ass of lips, fucking dehydrated. What? Yeah, dude, I grabbed like ice, fucking stuffing it in my fucking mouth to try to get like some sort of like, you know,
moisture.
Like, moisture in my mouth, dude. It was dry, especially in the cold too. You know, that shit was fucking eat up your lips, like fucking nasty. And then I think the fucking snow was even yellow too, the one that I picked up. No, I'm just fucking.
I was like, wait a second, don't pick that up.
Don't touch that. No, but dude, it was like I remember that was the only bad thing that was like fucking terrible about that. But then after that, it was dope. I took the intermediate trail after too. That got a little bit harder.
No, it's definitely on the bucket list.
Yeah, no, we should definitely go. That should be the next trip actually. Like a 4-day fucking ski resort. Like stay in there. We do that shit.
How long does it snow out there for? Like till when?
So I snow seasons.
Like I'm sure like places like they do the fake snow. I'm sure.
Yeah, Michigan was like that, but it was still snowing at the same time too. But in Colorado, I believe it's like from like November,
April, right? Like
November up until
April,
March.
right?
I think April is. If you go more north, the further north you go, the longer the snow lasts for sure.
Yeah, because one of my boys, my old roommate from UCF, he lives near Denver. And he's trying to get me to go out there, and he told me
Denver's low. and elevation. So I don't even. It snows in Denver, but I don't think there's like slopes nearby. I don't know. I wouldn't know. Well,
I asked him. I was like, "Yo, how long? Is there gonna be still snow?" Like he's like, "Yeah, bro, up until like April, like around March, April."
We went to see like Aspen, like for sure. That's north as fuck in Colorado. So that I do believe that in April you'll definitely catch the fucking slopes too. But we were in Breckenridge, bro. Like fucking, that's like 13,000 feet above fucking sea level, and right now we're like negative. You know, awesome. In this table right now we're negative, right? Yeah. Dude, like, climbing from like we stayed in this big ass fucking like a cabin, and like going up and down the stairs was like a fucking workout. Like I'm talking about like out of breath, lightheaded, like you're like,
yeah, because you're not used to the elevation. So
bro, like what the fuck's going on? Like, you know, it's like those try hard motherfuckers that go to the gym with the fucking like mask like that. And I felt like I was wearing that mask,
the Bane mask.
Yeah, like dude, get the fuck out of here with that shit. No fucking training, like, ain't no fucking athlete. Get the fuck out of here. You know, like whatever.
Take that shit outside, dude.
What you want to really?
No, even though they're legit though.
No,
I've used it.
They're good. They're good for you. I'm just saying. I feel like that's just a little loud. In my opinion,
it's the same thing. Those dudes that do like muscle ups in the gym.
Oh my god, bro! Yeah, fucking yeah. Like get the fuck out of here, bro! Like come on, bro.
There's a dude at my gym that he does those. He'll do the muscle up and do like a fucking handstand up on that bar. Like I guess he was like a gymnast or some shit. He has to be, but dude, he'll just do that in the gym. Yeah, I'm like, I hope you fall. I'm not trying to be a hater, but it's just like, bro, there's a time and place for all that shit, dude. Like, get your workout in and go home.
The thing is,
like,
he's trying to find love.
He's trying to attract a female. Yeah. He wants somebody.
And here we are having a young male attracting a female with a ball rip. Yeah, but no, fucking. This guy, that they wear, or they do like these fucking like extra shit. Like, dude, come on, just fucking work out, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking work out. That's the type of shit that goes on fucking World Star after. And you see, like, look at this fucking guy. You know? That shit that goes viral. You know? Have you seen this fucking guy that uses the pulleys as Spider-Man?
No.
You never seen that? It's just hilarious. On Instagram, bro. It's just fucking like, he's literally like on, like jumping from one side to side, holding onto the pulleys. It looks like Spider-Man. It's fucking awesome.
Maybe I've seen like another another type of video like that. But you know what bothers me too? Like, I'm all for, like, safety and, like, all that shit. But, like, people that wear the belt. And they're curling. Bro, that happened the other day. Dude, I was at the gym and then some dude was, like, just curling, like, I think it was, like, 25s maybe. Nothing crazy. But you see him.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And then just curling 25. I'm like, why are you wearing a belt for that, bro? Like, I don't know. Maybe you have back problems. I don't know. I don't want to talk shit. But... like aesthetically, it just bothered me.
I just think
you're not squatting, you're not deadlifting. Why do you have a belt on?
It's a call for attention, in my opinion. That's the thing, and that's the thing. That's
another thing that fucks with me: the people that have their belt monogrammed, like they have their nickname or their name on. Yeah, bro. Yes, that's the thing. That's the thing. Oh
my god!
Next time you go to the gym, pay attention to that shit. There's at least one dude that has a belt or a girl, because there's a lot of bro hoes out there.
Jesus Christ!
That have their belt monogrammed.
Oh my god. Imagine this. I can see like a big ass dude, like fucking huge fucking dude, and his monogram on his belt says like tiny or some shit. Yeah, like some fucking
that's a whole culture within itself, bro.
Oh my god, the gym,
especially nowadays, bro. Everybody's a trainer. Everybody has a fitness profile. Everybody is a trainer. Everybody's at the gym. Everybody's showing their workouts. Everybody's a booty expert. Everybody's like it blows my mind. You know why it blows my mind? Because I have a fucking bachelor's degree in sport and exercise science. So I see all of this and I'm just like, what qualifies you to be giving people advice? And what fucks with me the most is people that give advice and they look
like shit.
Or they look normal. Like you're not anything special. Like I'm not trying to talk shit, but it's just something that grinds my gears a little bit.
I agree, but you also don't know their personal background. There's a lot of times
that's true.
You have people who are like athletes, like myself. Like I don't think that, like I don't think that I don't know anything. I think I'm pretty well rounded in actually exercising, but I don't look like I do. But I pride myself in actually knowing and how to do things correctly. I'm not so much about the weight, but I'm more about the technique. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that has come over time with being an athlete for sure. So even though I don't have the credentials to be a personal trainer, but I do feel like I can come up with a fucking a fabulous fucking program to get you fucking ripped. Like for a long time, actually, I so many things that I want to do, right? I want to fucking like, so you know how there's 3 different body types. There's
mesomorph,
right? Mesomorph, endomorph, and ectomorph. I fall into the ectomorph category. I'm a hard gainer, right? So I know that there's a lot of people, a lot of guys that probably struggle with this ectomorph fucking
because you have pretty long limbs too.
The long fucking
lanky,
like,
tall,
thin shoulders, like not a big chest, you know, shit like that. But I do feel like I have the formula to break that barrier, right? And for a long time I've always wanted to do like my own little thing, like, hey, look, like, check this out. Like, I feel like this could help those that are probably going through this problem. So like for me, the biggest thing has always been like technique.
No, for sure.
Technique. And
without the technique, you can't avoid not getting hurt. You feel me? Without that technique, you're just fucking up.
Yeah.
That's why it bothers me sometimes too, because it's just like you see people at the gym putting on weight at the squat rack, deadlift, and like it's all back and they're not using legs and all this, or like you just see it like, oh my god, dude, what are they doing? You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck. I mean, you want to step in and help, but at the same time, that's why there's professionals at the gym to like monitor that.
Yeah.
But bro, you'd be surprised where I've seen trainers training clients,
and they're doing it wrong.
And they're doing it wrong, or the client is like fucking up, and they're just like, yeah, you got it. That's it. Perfect. No, dude.
Yeah,
they're paying you to help them, not just get in shape or lose weight or put on whatever the fuck, but make sure you don't get hurt, dude. Yeah. That was my biggest thing. Like, I just want, when I was a trainer, because I was a trainer for like, I think like a year some change or whatever. I remember that. My biggest thing was like, look, I'm going to show you how to do this right. So when you're ready to like be on your own, you'll be confident that you know what the fuck you're doing.
Right.
Whether you're pushing a plate or 3 plates or 4 plates, it doesn't matter. You know what the fuck you're doing. Like you said, technique is everything.
Yeah, it's everything.
So
it doesn't matter about the weight. I've always been like, at first, because I was like smaller, I've always wanted to prove myself. I was like, yo, no, put more weight. And I actually injured myself. Mm-hmm. I hurt myself that way because I was like all about the weight because I wanted to be, it was about the status, you know what I mean? I don't want to be that fucking skinny guy, that small guy anymore.
Like, yo, Mundi pushes 2 plates.
Yeah, exactly. Doing it like shit and like fucking stretching my back and like, you know, all over the place. But then now I realize how, like, after that, like, I injured my back actually doing a fucking row. Those machine rows, the plate loader rows. Yeah, I remember that shit. I hurt my back pretty bad with that.
Dude, I fucked my back up on the cable row.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, no, bro. I wasn't thinking about it, bro. I had heavy ass weight. I think I was almost doing the full rack. Bro, I wasn't thinking about it. I was distracted, and I pulled it like straight back. Oh, like, fuck. You know how you pull it with your legs?
Yeah, you gotta pull
it with your legs, and then you come in.
Yeah.
Bro, I just went, oh no! I got up, literally like hunched over, like what? Bro, I knew I was like out of the game for a while. I mean, I didn't go to the doctor or anything, but like my fucking my lower back was shot, dude. Like literally, like I walked out of the gym holding my back, like I fucked something up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just like a split second, like oh shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, yeah. And it's always been that, like, that thing about me. That I was like, yo, I've always been like the smaller guy. So, you know, you got to push harder.
Dude, look at me.
Yeah.
5'5", fucking.
Yeah, that's true. But as far as like, you know, like mass, you know. So I've always like, I got to push harder. You got to push harder. You got to work out. You got to get bigger. And now I definitely say I'm probably one of like the strongest fucking guys in my crew, and I'm not even nearly as big as them, but I definitely, there's only one other person that's stronger than me in almost everything. Yeah, but other than that, I'm pretty strong in everything else. And as far as like it doesn't appear that way, it doesn't. So, but a lot of times I end up like I help these guys train. I help them how to do it correctly, and that all came from being an athlete, like a collegiate athlete. I wrestled in high school and in college, so I feel like all that helped. And obviously with the coaches and things like that, how you train there, also that mentality's there. Like one thing that I fucking hate is bitch assness. I was just gonna say fucking hate that. I really hate that. I hate when people complain. I hate when people say, oh, I don't like, when is this over? I hate that shit. So I feel like a lot of people don't have that mentality because not everyone was a fucking athlete, or not everyone went through a certain type of training. And not to toot my own horn or anything, but it's just like, like, fuck, like, get better, like I can do this thing.
Get it together. Fuck,
dude. And that's really, it's to me, I should learn though that not everyone was in your position, so have patience. But bro, like, you know, what we used to do there is fucking like almost close to fucking dreading, bro. Like fucking 6 a.m. practices, fucking then again the 2 days, 6 a.m. practices and back to fucking wrestling practice.
I was cutting weight. Dude, what's that like?
Oh my god, it's.
I know
harder.
we're both like huge MMA fans and shit, so like, and I know that's like a pretty big topic these days, like cutting weight. And
cutting weight has been one of the like biggest back and forth things within like the league and like the actual administration for a long ass time, because one, it's how to do it correctly, and two, like how do we get the fighters to all be balanced, right? So that's one of the biggest things that happened in between that agency is, and even in schools too, because you have a lot of people that like to abuse that power a little bit, you know, where they want to get down to the smaller guys so they can actually have a shot at winning a title, you know, or a championship. So cutting weight can actually be very deadly, but we've had kids that have died. Yeah, we've had kids that fucking died.
Yeah, because they just deplete their body.
Yeah, they deplete their bodies and they didn't wake up.
Shuts down.
They didn't wake up. I remember that being in high school, some Southwest kid didn't wake up. You know, it happens. And even prior to that, I heard stories. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think I did it in my opinion, I did it the worst because I remember my freshman year in high school, I walked around like around 115, skinny kid, 115.
How tall are you?
At that time, now I'm like 5'8", 5'9". Actually, no. On a good day, like 5'10".
On a good day.
Yeah.
Depends on the shoes I'm wearing.
Yeah. So
that's why I loved Forces back in the day. That shit gave you an inch and a half at least minimum.
So my freshman year in high school was like, when I made the team, I only made varsity because it was the only open spot. Not because I was good, but that did get me to become better because I had more mat time. I had more exposure to actually the sport. You know, I was training more and wrestling more, right? So I had to make 103 pounds at 115 with like 4% body fat.
What the fuck?
And naturally, like the lowest a human can have is like around 3 to 4% or 5 even, you know what I mean? Anything lower than that is you're dangerous. You're at dangerous levels right now, you know what I mean? So, bro, to make the weight was like impossible, bro. It was so hard, dude. I remember like spitting for like hours to get saliva out of my body so I can lose ounces, right? I'm running with trash bags on, right? I used to make trash bag shorts so I can sweat in between my thighs, my crotch area. I used to make trash bag like vests, wear 2 shirts, sweaters, and just run. Dude, I will never see myself doing that shit ever again, right?
That's rough.
It was fucking rough, but that shit built fucking character, bro.
No, of course.
That shit builds character, because before that bullshit, I was a fucking like just a mess. I was a fucking mess that fucking, you know, the hoodlum, right? You know, didn't give a fuck about school, didn't give a fuck about anything, smoking bud, you know, all this shit, partying, whatever, you know.
But that shit helped build that character, that discipline,
shit, bro.
That path.
What
of good decisions and like
absolutely,
all right, bro. You put your it's like that kind of, it's kind of corny, but like you put your mind to something, you do it. I need to lose this weight, I'm gonna lose that weight. If not, I can't compete.
But more importantly, it was the fact that you didn't want to let the coach down. My coach at the time was such a fucking father figure, like influencer. Like if you did bad by that guy,
fuck, I heard that shit click.
Oh,
no, keep going.
No, yeah, wait for you to come back. Dude.
Damn, the battery died.
No way.
Fuck.
Damn, so we have no way to close this out.
I mean, I can, but it's just gonna be voice.
Well, fuck it. We'll close it out by voice.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever. I need to get another battery.
We'll close it out with this story. With this little story.
I'll just...
To all that and to how I became what I am. Fucking story.
Alright, we're about to close this out. Unfortunately, the camera battery died, so you're just gonna hear our voices.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure this out. I'm still learning as I go, but
fucking guy.
Bear with me.
So,
fucking guy.
Yeah.
So fucking my episode up, dude.
So I mean the training in itself definitely molded the person that I am, for sure, 1000%. If I would have never joined wrestling as a kid, I would have been a completely fucking different person. Absolutely, a completely different person, 1000%. And then on top of that too, it's the impact that my coach gave me at the time. Like, you didn't want, even though I did even let him down. I did let him down. And that's the worst part. I found out like what that reaction looked like by letting him down, because I had the worst grades on the fucking team. Because me and school did not vibe at all. So it wasn't until then that I knew, damn, bro, like, I see the value in this person. I can see how fucking angry and how mad he is. Because that just shows you how much he cares. Because if he didn't care, I'd be like, all right, look, you're just not wrestling. You're not eligible. It is what it is. But he was fucking genuinely mad, upset. Like red, as like if it was my dad, my own father, and that shit got to me, bro. That shit fucking got to me. And then since on, I was like, I couldn't wrestle anymore. I wrestled up until my junior year, but after that, my senior year, I wasn't eligible to wrestle because I had to get my grades up, and I had to. That's it. Like, I had to do it. Like, coach, I gotta, obviously I can't do it, but 1000% I'm fucking graduating, because it didn't look like I was gonna graduate. Right? And before you know it, dude, I'm fucking getting my shit together, fucking getting my grades up, fucking ended up fucking trying out, fast forward, I didn't know what I was gonna do as far as after college. I mean, after high school, because the whole military thing was not a big thing for me. I wanted to, but I couldn't join for other reasons, which we can talk about after. But I couldn't join the military for other reasons, so I was kind of at a dead stop. So my buddy that was already wrestling in college had told me, look, why don't you just come on and try for the team and see what happens. Come up and make the move, because that's the only thing I had. Try it out for the team. And I'm giving you a very like snippet of it, all right? Because at the time, like, that was the complacency that I was telling in the beginning. At that point in my life, I was very complacent. I had no idea what I wanted to do, right? Because I had no direction. Shit, I was about to sign my life away and go work at an oil field where I had other buddies that were there too. Work at the oil field, fucking making fucking, I don't know, 50 grand a year, and I thought that was the way out.
Slaving away.
No, yeah, exactly, saving away, right? So I was like, no, it's not for me. I remember getting those papers faxed to me and me writing aside the application, ready to get shipped out, right? Then I was like, nah, it's not for me. My buddy told me, yo, why don't you come to school, get your shit together, we'll get you on a team, we'll get you some money, let's go.
Was this Ramiro?
This is Ramiro.
Shout out Ramiro.
I'm named this for, I brought him up a lot, and I hope he sees this, because he does mean a lot to me.
He saw the first one, so I'm sure he'll watch this.
Yeah, he means a lot, because he's changed my life a lot, for sure. He's made a pretty big impact in my life, and he knows it, and I know it too. So if I didn't know, I think I'd be a piece of shit, right? But he knows it, and I know it too. So when that happened, we went up there, we lived together, tried out for the team, ended up getting a fucking full scholarship. I was really amazed by it, and I was like, damn, like, I could see my fucking capabilities. But the problem was that the coach at the time, Coach Rivera, wanted me to wrestle at 141, which is fucking, at the time I was walking around like 157. You're telling me I have to cut almost 20 pounds with like 6% body fat. That's fucking work, dude. I remember like a week before the tournament, I was like dying dead. I'm like, coach, bro, I don't think I'm gonna make 41, coach. Dude, I was delusional in class. Like, when you get up too fast and you kind of see black, I was pretty like, think of that.
Oh shit.
Think of that, like, that mindset or that mind state, but for your whole day. Like, it looked like that almost. You always just black out, kind of. Like, you always just fade away a little bit, because you're not eating. You're just wrestling.
Dude, you're depleted.
Depleting everything.
100%. Your water, everything is depleted.
I couldn't diet correctly, because what diet? What I'm gonna disappear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna vanish with this as skinny as I was getting. I was ripped, but I was getting real skinny. So I told me I couldn't make 49. I mean, I couldn't make 41, bro.
And then what's the next weight up?
49. 49. But Ramiro was 49, so I was his backup. Because in college it's a little bit different. In college you can have 2 per weight class. You're not gonna get as much mat time, or unless I wrestle off Ramiro and take the #1 spot. But Ramiro was fucking Ramiro, right. This guy's fucking gross. Third at fucking state, you know what I mean?
Nice.
So, he's nasty, So
hey, shout out Ramiro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ramiro, dude, for real.
You know who you are.
Yeah. So this guy, so I was behind him, which still was good, because he was my drill partner, and although I felt like I kind of held him back a little bit because I wasn't. You need a good drill partner. You just need it. If you don't have a good drill partner, it's gonna affect you. The person, like, if I'm a bad drill partner, it's gonna affect you.
Just like in boxing, if you have shitty sparring partners, what are you learning?
So for a while I was drilling with him, and he was getting me better, but I wasn't getting him better because I was still trying to learn the ropes of college wrestling because it was completely different. And then it was to a point I'm like, look, Ramiro, like you gotta wrestle someone else, bro. You gotta go up in the weight and you gotta like wrestle someone who's heavier because I'm holding you back, bro. I really was. And
that's a big thing, like acknowledging that.
Of course, dude, because it's a shot to your pride. Yeah. You know, you don't want to admit that you fucking suck. But it's the truth. Like, I wasn't at that level yet. I really wasn't, because I had stopped wrestling my junior year, and after that, I was just practice wrestling. Because the only time I was eligible in high school was freshman year. Sophomore, junior year, I couldn't get my grades together. But I was in the wrestling room when I was practicing. I was a good practice guy. I was really good at practice. But when it came down to the show, bro, I'll tell you one thing, I choked. And that's the truth. I fucking choked. And I knew I had the...
Why do you think you choked?
I just...
Pressure.
I overthink a lot, and confidence. Confidence. And it did come down to that confidence. But in the room, I feel like I was a different person. And to the point where in the room, it got me a full ride scholarship.
Right.
Because I went to a practice room, and the coach thought, I said, hey, this guy's pretty good. Let's give him a fucking full ride. But I disappointed the fuck out of him when we started going to fucking tournaments. You know, so... That's what really fucking turned it out. But anyway, I went back up. We did 49. You know, getting my matches in. Couldn't win a match yet. I was kind of bummed out. I was like, fuck, I'm not winning matches. Very close. I was getting close. I was getting in takedowns and stuff like that, but not getting the W. You know, like, fuck, you know what's going on? I'm not getting this W, and because it was hard, bro. A lot of these white boys that you're wrestling up there, especially in the Midwest, they've been wrestling since they were fucking kids.
That's just what they do. Yeah, it's just like football.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
they
football and wrestling. Yeah.
We're fucking Latinos. We're Hispanic. What we do early is soccer. I don't want to fucking do soccer.
Soccer, baseball.
Yeah, you know, that's what we do. So, these kids were good, and we were wrestling like we were in JUCO. We're fucking NAIA. NAIA, in my opinion, is harder than some division schools like Division 2, Division 3. I feel like NAIA has harder competition than some of these fucking classes. Shit, sometimes we were even competing against D1 schools.
Right.
You know, some D1 kids that were there because they know that NAIA has really good competition. Like, think of it as like NAIA being like a bunch of fucking like John Jones, you know, fuck ups, but that are nasty. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of those kids, they end up going there. That
a lot of JUCO colleges are that.
Or that too, but
there's dudes that fucked up in D1, D2, they go to JUCO, they fucking murk JUCO and then go back.
Exactly.
Right.
The thing is that JUCO is only a 2-year program.
Right.
So NAIA is the 4-year, which makes it even harder, right? So I was getting good, like I was getting in pretty good with some of these. I was hanging in there. I shouldn't be hanging in there with some of these guys have been there for that long. So then 57 opened up. 157 pounds. Mind you, I was walking around like 157 pounds. Maybe 160.
Sure.
Which is bad. If I'm going to wrestle that weight class, I have to be cutting from at least 175 or 170 to make that weight class. If you want to be elite...
That makes no sense.
You have to, though. You have to.
That makes no fucking sense.
You have to. If you want to be elite, you cut weight. You have to. Ramiro was walking around like 175, making 149.
That guy...
Yes.
Ramiro wrestled at 149?
149 what pounds. We were dying on our journey to make it happen.
Dude, I weigh 153. So you're telling me this guy jumps down to my
149. But he does it correctly because he has enough body fat to compensate for the diet, right? He did it right? It means difficult. I would have to take so much longer to diet properly to make the weight. You know what I mean? But he had some more body fat that he could shred down and get to that weight class. So it was a different story. If you want to be elite, you gotta cut weight. So me making 57 is like I'm wrestling a guy who weighs 175 pounds, and I'm walking around 160, 157 naturally. So what I'm doing is on the contrary, the opposite. I'm fucking gaining weight. I bought fucking Serious Mass, big fucking 10-pound fucking thing of protein powder. Shit, yeah, I'm trying to gain weight, dude. I'm working out hard, bro. I was the biggest I've ever gotten in my life. Fucking working out hard, and this is where the training comes in. That's why I feel like I can compose a good fucking workout. I can get fucking people pretty big. Use a lot of compound exercises to get more mass, get more like masculine, more bigger. You know what I mean? So I ended up gaining to like about 168. You know, I cut the 10 pounds, but still, that 157 weight class was a whole different. Dude, I'm talking about wrestling like men. Like fucking big fucking
Yeah, how
dudes.
old are you?
Yeah, dude. Like, fucking, like, dude.
Let me see your birth certificate.
Motherfucker, you look 30.
Motherfucker.
What's your name again?
30.
Reggie, sir. I'm here to take your daughter out. Motherfucker, you look. Let me see some ID. Yeah.
You ever made love to a man?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Want to?
Dude,
Classic.
Yeah. So these guys were fucking huge, dude. Big as fuck. And I was getting my ass handed to. I was getting worked, bro. And sure enough, but it was good mat time because I was front line at 157. I was always, me and Ramiro would switch off. Like, let's say if there was a guy who was nationally ranked, like he's like nationally ranked 5th in the country, Ramiro would take I'm gonna bump up. I'm gonna go 57 to wrestle this guy. Because, and the 49 guy is probably not that good.
Right.
We'll just switch. I'll fucking make the weight at 149, which I hated to do. It's like, fine, I'll do it because I want Ramiro to get the better mat time for the guy who's nationally ranked. See where you hang with him. And this guy was hanging with him. He beat a lot of nationally ranked kids. Maybe lost by 1 point, if that. You know what I mean? Wow. So, like, he was just good. He had that shit down to a science. And right now he's coaching. He's coaching at the old college we wrestled at.
Fire. He's still a student though, right?
No, not there. He's a student at DePaul University.
Okay.
But he's a assistant coach at Cal College.
Fire.
Yeah, and they have a couple good guys there right now, so that's pretty good. I'd want to go back up there and fucking kind of roll around a little bit. But bro, that whole experience fucking changed my life, dude, completely, man.
That's good though, because I feel like even me, bro, where I was on the outskirt and like I would like look in, like you needed a little guidance.
Of course.
Because like, who knows where you would have ended up without it?
I don't think anywhere good. In my opinion, I don't think anywhere good.
I feel you.
And I feel like my kids are gonna go through that program when young, because that, in my opinion, it makes a different type of, it builds a different type of breed of human, of people.
Wrestling,
fighting, wrestling in general, training, putting your body to those ultimate limits, create a different type of person. Because it humbles you, 1000% humbles you, because one other person, if you're a cocky fucking fighter like fucking Conor McGregor, but you see how humble he gets after he fucking gets his ass whooped, that's what I like to see.
You see how humble he gets after he wins.
I mean, sometimes,
but
that's true, yeah. Because he does work hard.
But he's a true martial artist.
Yes, and he works hard, and he works hard. He deserves to win. He deserves because he works hard. He works hard. No one is a fucking champion doesn't get there half-ass. And if you do, you're fucking naturally fucking God-given talent, right? But whatever, that's just besides the point. But one, my kids will experience fighting because of a type of person you'll be. You'll be more of just a humble person,
more grounded,
yeah. Definitely, and very like charismatic too.
Discipline,
1000%,
everything.
So it's the characteristics of a champion, and that's why I don't. John Jones, when I hear those stories about him, I'm like, come on, dude, like get this shit together, bro, because you're a fucking champion, dude.
That dude's a specimen,
bro. And like
they made that dude in a lab,
dude, for real. And like when I see, like, don't get me wrong, I feel like the guy is the best fighter in the UFC, hands down. He is pound for pound the best fighter in the UFC, best fighter in the UFC. And when I hear about things like that he goes through, it's like, fuck, bro, I wish he had more, like, either more guidance, more discipline or something, because he should. But
when you're at the top though, like,
no, man, but he needs to walk around with the characteristics of
no, of course, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying, like, that mindset, like, I'm at the top, I'm untouchable,
you feel like
I'm
you do whatever you want.
I'm fucking
but he doesn't
Superman, bro.
He doesn't come off like that. That's the thing. He doesn't come off like that.
He doesn't have to come off like that.
But he's not
it's attitude. It's actions. You feel me? It's actions. You know, it's just like that old quote: "Actions speak louder than words."
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, I guess, bro.
That's why I kind of hate that I got into MMA so late. Yeah, like I remember going to like my brother's like karate class once as like a little guest. Like, oh, this is Hugo's little brother.
Yeah,
let him hit the mats a little bit for like keep him busy. I was like, this is whack, bro. This is bullshit. I spent most of the time jumping on a trampoline that they had, like those little tiny ones. Yeah, just jumping around eating shit. And then I don't know, bro. Like the last 2 years, like 2 years, bro, I just got into it heavy because like you appreciate what it is.
Yeah.
From the weight cutting to the discipline to the mindset to the lessons that you learn to the what it does to your personality, what it does to your personal life, what it does to
everything, bro.
Just everything.
You can apply that to anything, and even working at your job.
Yeah,
like not to let these people down for who you're working for because of that, like the discipline that you carry already. So sometimes a lot, like in interviews, I would mention that I'm a collegiate wrestler. Or I was a collegiate wrestler because those who know, like, and I've ran into a couple, like, during interviews, we sidetracked and talked about that a little bit because the interviewee, like, happens to be, an ex-wrestler or an ex-fighter or something. And then you build that connection. Bro, like, connections with fighting come from everywhere. Like, shit, the other day we're at Central Wynwood, right? And fucking, no shit, we see a fucking guy who's actually pretty nasty. I think he was in Miami High or I forgot where. I think Hialeah or some shit. He wrestled in somewhere up there. I know I've seen him in high school, and he was decent. He was nasty, and he noticed. He didn't notice me because I wasn't really that good in high school. But he noticed Romero, and then and I knew who he was because I know who the other guys were who were good. But then after that, he's like, oh shit, like I know you're Braddock guys. I think both of you guys are Braddock guys, right? But he obviously knew Romero who he was, but like obviously the team and all that shit. So I wrestled there too. And then ever since that, hey bro, these guys don't wait. You guys cut right in front of the line. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that bond that you know what I went through.
It's respect.
Yeah,
respect.
I know what you went through, and you know what I went through. So it's like we hold that shit. It's a community.
It's kind of like even soldiers. Like you shared the same battlefield. You shared the same.
Exactly.
So whether you're the Marines, Army, I don't Air Force, Navy, doesn't matter. Like so. You shared the same experience.
It's crazy. I went to see my my head coach in Saul Tejada. He's the man. I went to go see Tejada, and this was like about a year ago. And I told him, I'm like, coach, it sucks that, and I feel bad that I was never like one of your top guys. I was never like, I ended up becoming like a disappointment at one point in your life when I came onto the team. And he's like, bro. And this hit me, and I'm forever thankful for it. He's like, bro, the fact that you're at where you're at means so much more to me than you being a fucking badass on the mat. Because where you're at, right? Because he knew, I guess he said, like he's like, I knew that without this team, without that discipline that you carried, you would have been a completely different fucking person. So I am grateful for the person you've become for joining my team and for being the man that you are today. Because if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have become who you are. And I'm like, dude, I totally agree. And I'm completely thankful for that.
Yeah, dude, because
and the program.
As a coach, your time on the mat is limited.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And by the way, that quote should be a great way to end the podcast.
Yeah, for sure. Your time on the mat is limited. And you can apply that to whatever you want, whatever, it doesn't matter. But the lessons you take, the lessons you learn from that time on the mat to help you grow as a person, wherever direction you decide to go in, as a coach, that's all you can ask for, bro. Yeah. It's just like, you don't build a great wrestler, you build a great person. Right.
Absolutely, bro.
And that could, again, any sport, whether it's martial arts, basketball, football, it doesn't matter. That time is limited. Whether you're professional, whether you're minor, whether you're D-League, NBA, it doesn't fucking matter.
I learned
that time on the court, that time on the field, that time on the mat, that time in the octagon, that time in the ring, you have... It's like a fucking the little thing that you flip. It has sand in it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The timer thing.
It's just a timer, bro. Yeah. And that clock, once that shit strikes zero, at the end of the day, if you grow and you learn the lessons that you're supposed to.
Yeah. Because
you opened yourself up to it, and you just weren't some fucking animal, and that's all you did, and that's all you cared about. No, dude. Fuck that. You were open to yourself to be a person and fucking grow.
Yeah.
And then your job is to show the next person that,
right?
Not to necessarily be a coach, but like when you have kids, you had that experience, and then it's your job to share that with them. You feel me?
Yeah. It even comes down to like fucking like to the people you meet, bro.
Yeah.
To the people you meet. Like I met one of the most extraordinary fucking human beings. Like not the like definitely for sure. Like like this guy was just a well-rounded, smart fucking guy. And he passed away actually in a car accident last year. And it sucks that I No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was last year. Sorry, yeah, it was last year, 2018, the beginning of last year. Actually, I remember. And the reason I bring him up is because like he taught me those qualities. Like, cause I was getting my ass whooped in college. And he's like, bro, keep your fucking head up, bro. Because at the end of the day, this is just developing you to become of a bigger badass and whatever you're gonna do. And at that time, I took it like as in like, bro, McCoy. And his name was McCoy. We called him McCoy. R.I.P. bro. That guy was a fucking shit. And he, at the time I took it as in like, bro, McCoy, like, shut up, dude. Like, you're just trying to make me feel better. Like, cause I fucking suck. You know what I mean? But bro, I look back to that, like, that advice, and it couldn't be so much true. You know what I mean? It couldn't be like, it's the truth.
Being like your cousin and being older and shit, dude, you could be getting your ass whooped on the mat. Life is gonna fuck you even more.
Exactly.
You feel? Life is gonna fucking whoop, bro.
Chew you up, spit you right back out.
It's gonna tear you up.
Yeah.
But if you let it.
Yeah.
If you let it. So you take an L on the mat here, you take an L on the mat there. But if you can get that W somewhere else, that's what matters.
Yeah.
That's what's important. That's why, like, I'm grateful for the people I'm around, because, like, dude, I get in my funks, I get in my little moods and all this shit. But I'm grateful for the people I have around me, because it's people that they've taken L's, but they're working to get those W's. That's why, like, I'm happy I have friends like my boy Naeeb, dude. He's in Penn State getting his MBA. Yeah. My boy John, since we were 17, driven as fuck. Like my boy Yamil, everybody has their own path, what they're doing, and I love that I'm surrounded by it, because it makes me want to be better. Right. It makes me want to be on that level. It makes me want to be right there next to him. I don't want to be under him. I don't want to be above him. I want to be right there. Right. You feel me?
On the same grind.
Exactly. Same grind and same discipline, dude. Same drive to want more.
Right.
You feel me? Especially like the way we grew up. I said in the last podcast, like the way we grew up, we're Hispanic. We have a path already laid out from day one. Like you grow up, you go to school, you work, you get a check, and you provide for your family, and that's it.
Yeah.
Repeat. Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know? So that's why I'm glad we surround ourselves with people that
keep the same like idea, but you mold how you want to present that idea.
Exactly. Yeah.
I want to control how I provide for myself and my family.
Exactly.
But
so like,
it doesn't have to be through school and all that shit.
Yeah. So that dude telling you like, yo, keep your head up, dude. Like this, it's just wrestling. I think it's just wrestling.
Yeah.
But if you can like
at the time it was.
No, of course I'm sure at the time it's something that was the world to you.
But it was just dreadful too, bro. To know that like you weren't set up for the expectation. You know, like you were expected more and you couldn't come through. That was a bad feeling, you know.
Bro, I know the feeling in the sense of like, bro, I played ball in high school for like a couple months. I practiced with the team and all this bullshit, and it always got to me that I never really played when it mattered, but at the same time, I never put in the work that the coaches wanted to see. Yeah, like they saw potential, but I didn't believe in myself. Yeah, you feel me? I was little. I weighed like 100 pounds. Like this is before the weights. Like I always, I want to play ball. I want to do this. I want to do that. But it was all muela. It was all bullshit. Yeah. I never put in the work that the coaches wanted to see. You put in the work. You know, you did what you could. You did what you tried. You did as much as you could. You feel me? At least you tried. Yeah. I will always have that in my head where like I always wanted to be an athlete. I always wanted to be an athlete. I don't care, bro. You know how we grew up, bro. We grew up playing everything. Yeah. But I never put in the work to be an athlete. And I know I was capable of it. I'm one of these dudes that I learned like later on in life where like, as if I would have put my mind to it, if I would have practiced, I could have been good at whatever I did. Yeah. It just, things happen and my attention was directed in different avenues. Right. But I'm saying that in the sense of like, I know what it's like to quit. Yeah. Like I've been a quitter. Yeah. And do I regret it? Absolutely. Because you like, again, what if? You never know. But
you learn from it though.
Exactly. That's why I can't beat myself up too much, because like, I quit and I didn't put in the work and I was bullshit, but it just wasn't meant for me. Yeah. And I learned that early on. But you channel that into something else eventually, hopefully. You know
the danger of quitting by doing it the first time. So you know not to do it again.
Right.
So I guess in essence it was important for that to happen. Right. But I mean, at least I can say what not many people can say, at least like 15%, maybe 20% of the country is, I was a fucking collegiate athlete, right? Because how many fucking kids graduate fucking college? in this country.
Not that many.
Maybe less than 30%. So, you know, and within that 30%, how many are athletes?
Right.
You know, so I guess I could say I'm part of that small number. You know, however,
you're part of that fraternity.
Yeah. But the performance, however, wasn't what I expected. But I like I said, I'm grateful.
But you showed up to the show.
I'm grateful. Yeah.
Showed up.
Shit, I'm fucking grateful, dude. I'm grateful for that whole experience. I definitely learned a lot, and it would have been cool to actually be great. You know, to actually like win some titles. You know.
Right. No, of course.
Be
champion.
Yeah. You know, it would have been fucking great. But I guess, you know, my fate lies somewhere else to be a champion in. Shit. I mean, like I said, I'll fucking slap myself up in a fucking race car and fucking be a champion in that shit. You know.
You never know, dog. You're still young enough to fucking
to figure
find
it out.
those and figure it out. Yeah, for
bro.
sure. But yo, let's close this out.
Yeah.
Bro, I appreciate it. Again, I apologize. Footage. Fucking camera died.
Yeah,
that's my fault. Whatever.
Yeah.
But we'll figure it out. We'll fix it.
We got
yo,
a part 2.
Edmundo, Mundi, not just a friend, but fucking family, my blood. Appreciate you coming through. Family Hour episode 2.
Family Hour.
Yo,
we got another one coming up. Peace.